Are you tired of watching all of your hard-earned money disappear? Me too. In today's video, we are going to talk about some easy frugal swaps that are going to make a big impact on your wallet. So hook me up with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Let's go. Did you know that you actually do not have to pay for music or TV or movies at all? Welcome to my TV. So I'm assuming that you're gonna have a smart TV of some kind because they've had these around for over a decade and they're not that expensive. So I'm gonna scroll through and I'm gonna show you Tubi free movies and TV. Free.
Free.
We just watched Aquaman. This is an excellent movie.
Something, tried it.
Just found out my 18-year-old had never seen Independence Day. 1996?
Elvis has left the building.
Great movie. We just watched this. If you've never seen Secondhand Lions, came out in 2003 and you have teen boys, this one really might speak to them. And then this one, Pluto TV, also free. Pluto has cool TV shows. Look at the Andy Griffith Show. You could watch Mission Impossible too. Also for TV, you could go to YouTube, TV and movies. If you scroll down the left sidebar and click free, and they'll have a great option as well. Now let's do music. Now Spotify does have a free version, which is not awesome. I actually really like Amazon Music as a free option, and I've been using Pandora since it came out. What year did Pandora come out? 2012, 2013? I have never ever paid for Pandora, ever. And in fact, sometimes they run deals where if you listen to Pandora music for like 3 days in a row, they'll give you like 3 months of premium ad-free music to listen to. And please don't forget about your local libraries where you can pick up movies and TV shows and books totally free. Just make sure you return them on time. I'm not great at that. Buy your goods out of season. You will save so much money. Check it out. I have some examples. Number one, I was at Costco or Sam's Club, I can't remember, and they had these flannel sheets clearanced out for $9 because it's summertime. Who wants flannel sheets in the summertime? No one I know. This is a freaking steal. So I definitely picked them up. And because I'm always cold, my husband's like, oh, are you putting those on today? Now? In July? And I was like, no, silly. I'll wait until August. It also counts for sporting good equipment, clothes like coats and things like that. Check this puppy out. I picked this up in May, clearanced out at an Oakley store, clearanced out for like summer gear. They were clearing out all their ski coats. Check out this coat. I'm obsessed. Originally, oh, I think I just threw up in my mouth. $255. What? What did Christine pay for it?
65.
50 bucks.
I never worked for so little.
Also, I live in an area where there's a ton of skiing. And if you are local to ski areas, they give away like free lift tickets or like $5 lift tickets to younger kids like 5th, 6th, 7th grade. There's college or university associated passes. A couple of like group passes in my area, like the Icon Pass, the Mountain Collective Pass. We have a couple of local hills that aren't like super famous, but I do live pretty close to Jackson Hole, which is very famous. And we got $25 lift tickets last year, like ski in denim day. They just wanted to like break a world record for the most people skiing in denim in one day. So I took all my boys, $25 lift tickets to Jackson Hole. Are you kidding me? It was a must. So there are deals to be had if you look for them. And like, what's the point of ski clothes if you don't have skis? If you buy them off season, so at the end of ski season or in the middle of the summer, they do these things called ski swaps. So people will bring in their old gear like this and they'll sell like a ski set for $50, $25, which is a huge savings compared to getting brand new gear, especially for kids that might grow out of it. Or maybe you want to try it, but you don't know if you're going to like it. Also, if you learn skiing at 40, it's real hard. Just want to throw that out there.
Real bad experience, man.
I would like to introduce you to Sexy Nessie. I picked up this gravel bike on the Facebook Marketplace at the end of the summer last year. Someone was selling this 5-year-old gravel bike. It is a Salsa Cutthroat. You are welcome to look up what a brand new one costs. And I paid pennies on the dollar for this one because it's the end of the season. It was a few years old. And guess who just rode her gravel bike up a mountain the other day? This girl. And also, if you're ever in Idaho and you want to go biking, send me a message. Now, this next one is gonna be kind of dependent on where you live, but try to turn off your AC/heat wherever you can. Well, it's currently set to 80, which is arguably probably too warm. Currently 73 in the house. I do live in an area where it's not humid. So if you live in a humid area, this doesn't work for you. But early in the mornings, we open this and we let the cool air, oh, that's weird lighting. Hello, I'm in shadows. We let the cool air come in the morning and then shut this and close the blinds later on in the day, so we don't have to run the AC. In fact, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't turned the AC on yet. So what if you live in a humid climate? Ta-da! Fans. I would also recommend blackout shades like these. His blinds are up, but these are blackout shades. Check out the ones in my room. I just got these blackout shades for my bedroom because I didn't have them before because this window goes like right up to the wall and I couldn't find curtain rods that would go around the entire window. These are freaking bomb. And they also help keep my room very cool during the day. And don't worry about like a dark room. I don't hang out in here during the day usually. Also currently reading, oops, Crescent City #3. We'll talk about it in a minute. And before you say that like, I don't understand humid environments, I do. I am from Texas, my friends. The big D, Dallas, D-town.
Double D, obviously natural double D.
Born in Houston, raised in Dallas, I understand humid. Oh, did I mention my mom's from Southern Louisiana, which is like a swamp? Check this out. So we bought our first house in North Dallas. We had no money. So we were doing everything we could to save on the utilities bills. So during the summertime, in my kids' bedrooms, which faced, I can't remember if it was east or west, whatever, half of the day was full sun coming into their room. We would put aluminum foil on the inside on the glass. It made such a difference in the temperature of the house and how much we had to run the AC. Highly recommend. If you're having a hard time making changes in your life, but you want to, but you don't know where to start, I think therapy could really make a big difference. It did for me, and I think it probably could for you too if you're looking for that. So I'm very excited to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I have been working on my personal growth for a few months now, starting from earlier in this year. Like I envisioned the person that I wanted to be and then looked at where I was and noticed the gap, but it felt overwhelming to start. So I actually started by going to therapy and it has been so helpful to have someone to bounce ideas off of, to have someone give me a different perspective on a situation, for someone to give me tools to work through things that were challenging, communication skills, how to deal with difficult family members that you have to see at a family reunion. If you're one of those people that's gonna be at the family reunion, I'm not talking about you. So if you wanted to try therapy but have held off because you're scared to make that first phone call, I totally was. If you're intimidated by meeting with someone in person, a stranger, that sort of thing, BetterHelp makes it as easy as possible because it's kind of all online. All you do is fill out a questionnaire online. They're gonna recommend a therapist to you in as little as a couple of days. And best part ever, are you ready for this? You can do video chat in the comfort of your own home. And if you end up getting someone that's like not a right fit, you can switch. You can switch therapists to someone else. You can switch at any time, no extra cost. I'm actually with a different one now than I was with the first month. And I liked the approach of the second lady a whole lot better. I made more progress more quickly. So don't be scared to do that. So if you wanted to try therapy but haven't known where to start yet, you can click the first link in the doobly-doo below. It's betterhelp.com/frugalfit. And you can get 10% off your first month of therapy. First link in the bloop, betterhelp.com/frugalfit. Thanks so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And let's get back to more Frugal Swaps. Would it even be a Christine video if we did not talk about the food? Let's talk restaurants. My friends, I've said it a million times, you're gonna spend so much money at a restaurant versus eating at home that I would just recommend eating at home. And if cooking is overwhelming to you, here are some options. Don't be afraid to take shortcuts. Getting like a bottle of sauce, putting it on chicken, you cook yourself some rice, you throw in the rice cooker or air fryer, boom, dinner. It's easy, buy some convenience products, you're still going to save money. Here's something that we've been working on this summer, teaching my boys how to cook. Like, I mean, they know how to cook some things, but like how to follow a recipe, how to chop things, how to season proteins, what the different types of cooking are. That can be hard for beginners, which is why I actually really love meal box kits. Here's my hack on this one. Do not buy them unless you have a major discount. Major discount. I've been doing the Every Plate because they keep giving away free boxes and then it's like 97 million% off. And so it just seems like a no-brainer. You can get them in meals for 2, 4, 6, whatever. So this is the one actually my son Tyler is cooking right now as we speak. So when you taste something and you're like, huh, missing something, it's gonna be So this will still be more expensive than cooking from scratch at your house, but with like coupon codes and things, it's really affordable. And if you ever check out my community tab, or maybe they call it something else on YouTube now, they keep giving me free boxes to like give away. So I'll put links there sometimes. But if you insist on going to a restaurant, please follow these tips. Number one, order water. The markup on the drinks is redonkulous. It's banana town. Hack two, split a meal. At least in the United States, restaurant meals are gigantic. My husband and I went to Chili's because we had a gift card and we split the fajitas. We didn't even finish it all and we were stuffed. My favorite thing to do at Texas Roadhouse is to go in and order the porterhouse. It was $30. It's probably up a little bit. Haven't gone in maybe a year. I'll take the filet side. He'll take the New York strip side, and it comes with two sides. So I get a baked sweet potato, butter only please, butter and salt. He'll get the side salad. We'll eat a couple of rolls, drink water, and booyah, date night, we are out of there. But the porterhouse used to be $25. So we could get out there with like tax and tip and everything for like under $35. Another hack you can do is check out the promos. Applebee's is fabulous at this.
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night.
But first of all, you're gonna have things like gift cards and things like this. This is a buy one, get one at Jamba. Free appetizer or dessert at Wingers. Free kids meal at Freddy's. Oh my gosh. For skinny fries, their fries are pretty great. And their custard, I mean, come on. Okay, the Applebee's promos. The last time I went to Applebee's, which to be fair was a minute ago, after 9 p.m., half price apps with the purchase of a drink. I used to do this for girls' night out all the freaking time. We would go at like 8:45. By the time we were ordering our meals at 9 o'clock, I would get my Diet Coke, no ice with lime, please. And I always got the chicken wonton tacos off the appetizer menu. It would be $5 because the original price is 10 and it is like a full meal. They're delicious. So I'd have my Diet Coke, my chicken wonton tacos, and a great night out with the girls. Other promos I've seen include like meal for two, you know, 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, and split a dessert kind of a thing for like $30 or something. Applebee's 2 for 20, like 2 entrees for $20. They do things like that all of the time. So if you're going to go to a restaurant, try and apply some of those and really save some cash. Next one is gas for your car. Hello. The prices seem to have mood swings, you know what I'm saying? So we want to save as much money as possible where we can. One of my favorite things is the app Gas Buddy. I've been using it forever. It is free, you don't have to pay anything, it's not sponsored by Gas Buddy, and I just hit the find gas button. So especially if you're traveling and you don't know the area, I just hit the gas button, pull up the map, and it'll show me the gas prices of all of the gas stations close to where I am. So I go to that one. Wham bam, thank you ma'am.
Wham bam, thank you ma'am.
Another tip is to fill up in the morning, especially if you live in a hotter climate, because when it's cooler in the morning, I don't know the science or whatever behind this, but when it's cooler, apparently you can put more gas in your tank in the morning, like the volume of the gas shrinks. So in theory, it would be cheaper because the volume is less. I was told that. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'm just a girl on the internet, so don't sue me. One of my favorite things to do is to use store points and membership and promos to get gas. The Kroger brand of stores is particularly good at this. So they always have a digital coupon that is 4 times the gas points if you shop on Fridays. So let's say you're spending $100 on groceries on a Friday and you click the digital coupon, they'll give you 400 gas points. So if you go to their gas station, that is equal to 40 cents off a gallon. But if you do that every single week, we're talking $1.60 off a gallon every single time you fill up to a certain number of gallons. Like $1.60 off a gallon times 30 gallons is almost $50. That's $50 a month you could use to do almost anything else. That is a date night. That is a whole bunch of groceries. That could be signing your kid up for a sport or paying for music lessons or whatever. So if you're real smart and you want to take full advantage, this is what I used to do. I would take both of my cars that needed a fill up because like one tank was 15 gallons and like one tank was 18 gallons. So I would do one, hold the lever, like not put it back, and then I would have like my daughter drive one car up and then Dave would drive the next car up and I would just put it in and fill both. Fill both at my $1.60 off a gallon every single month so I could get as much savings as possible. Of course, there are other stores and apps that you can use that all do this. Secondhand furniture, clothes, all kinds of gizmos and gadgets and what's-its galore. This coffee table, bought secondhand, $40. Had it for like 6 years. This dresser, totally bought it used. This buffet, bought used. Giant sectional, bought used. And if you have been here long enough to remember the story of the flying sectional, give me one of these hands up in the comments. Thank you very much. This treadmill, we basically got out of the garbage used for free 99, my friends, because the dude, it didn't work. And the dude was like, I cannot mess with this treadmill, that doesn't work. And Dave like messed with the electrical and fixed it. Free treadmill. It has never been easier to get like used and secondhand pretty much anything. Books, movies, clothes, shoes, furniture, thanks to the internet. Back before the internet was mainstream, we were stuck to like garage sales in newspapers, you know, so you like drive around all day and barely find anything good. And then we had Craigslist, which was notorious for scams. I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace has like revolutionized buying used items. It doesn't matter what you want, you can find it there. I've purchased several cars off of Facebook Marketplace. They've been awesome buys. You could even do electronics, like we've done a lot of electronics. We've sold a lot of electronics, old phones, things like that. Just make sure you don't exchange any money until you're actually there in person and you're seeing the items. Meet in a safe public place, and never ever, just never send money over the internet to someone that you don't know. But you can find some amazing things. Like to buy a sectional this big at a furniture store is probably $3,000 to $4,000. Oh my gosh, that's shocking to think about. And last but not least, everybody's biggest expense, most people's biggest expense after their housing costs, groceries. Now, I have done a whole lot of tips on this channel about saving money on groceries. There's tons of things that I could say to you right now, and they could be like learning to cook from scratch, trying to buy generic. But if we want to focus on maybe like one, like if you just wanted to take one tip and apply it, it's to shop the sales. Say it with me, my friends. Retail is for suckers. We are no suckers up on this channel. We are going to save as much as possible. Pull up those sales ads. You can get them on your phone. You can scroll through them in literally less than 5 minutes per week. And you can save half of your grocery bill by meal planning and shopping based on what's on sale that week. If chicken's a great price, go ahead and buy 10 pounds of chicken, freeze some of it for later. But you don't need to clear the shelves. You don't need to stock your freezer up to the top. You don't have to get 100 pounds of chicken because the sales cycle will come around again. Most things go on sale every 6 to 10 weeks. So get enough for 6 weeks and wait for the next sale, and then you can stock up again. Also, most call expensive stores will always have what's called a loss leader that is a major discount. Costco's rotisserie chicken is the perfect example of this. They lose money on the chickens, but what they're trying to do is get you in the store. You think it's a mistake that the chicken is all the way in the back of the store? Wrong-o. They did that on purpose. So you had to walk through the entire store twice to get your loss leader chicken. Listen, the rotisserie chicken at Costco and at Sam's Club is one of the best freaking grocery deals you could ever do. You want a meal prep, meal plan, go buy a couple of them. And then you don't have to buy the chicken. You don't have to season the chicken. You don't even have to cook the chicken. This week, I pulled up the ad right now at my Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. They have 99 cents a head iceberg lettuce. We're talking 2005 lettuce prices here. This is amazing. And we also have the Johnsonville Bratz sausage, $2.99 a pound. This is a fantastic price. Like, this is a stock up price. This is a stock up price. You know what I'm saying? Go buy 5 and put them in your freezer. My favorite tortilla chips, $1.88 a bag. Must buy 5. I've got boneless petite sirloin steaks for $4.99 a pound. That's like the price of everyday ground beef. Why would I eat ground beef if I can get a steak?
If you're gonna eat steak, get some sharper teeth, all right?
These steaks are normally double the price. Like you can save half just by shopping the loss leader, the things the store is promoting to get you in. But we're gonna be smarter than that. We're only gonna buy that product and then we're gonna leave. And this works really well if you find one parking lot with like multiple stores. Kroger's over there, and then like Walmart's across the street, and then maybe Costco is across that street. Yes, you're going to 3 stores, but it's not like you're spending all of this money on gas and time like driving all over the place, right? We're gonna be like boom, 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 have saved hundreds of dollars.
Bob's your uncle.
If you want more tips on saving on groceries specifically, I have a ton of other videos. I'll leave those down below for you. It's one of the easiest places in your budget to save money, which is why I focus on it so heavily on my channel. Plus I love food. Plus I love deal hunting. What was your favorite tip in today's video? And if you have one that I didn't mention that you think is a must do, go ahead and leave it in the comments below so all of us can save as much money as possible. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Christine out. But wait, there's more. I want to talk about these books. The Crescent City book series by Sarah Maas, very well known for her other series, Throne of Glass and Court of Thorns and Roses. These are my opinions, okay? Take them with a grain of salt. Do whatever you want with them. Ignore me completely. It's fine. Throne of Glass, 10 out of 10. Court of Thorns and Roses, 6 out of 10. The last book could have done without almost entirely. The first book in this series, weird intro. It didn't even feel like her writing, very bizarre. I'll say the last third of the book finally got good. The story got really interesting. I felt emotionally connected to some of the characters. It ended with a bang. Very nice. I just finished the second book. I found myself not reaching for it. Like, it was there and it was fine. I actually prefer most of the side characters to the two main characters, which is very weird. And I may or may not have gone on to Reddit to look up whether I should continue the series or not. Got a couple of spoilers. It's fine. What I learned is most people love the first book and not 2 and 3, which is interesting. Once again, in the second book, it was like the last third of the book that I was like, okay, here we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. And I heard most people hate this one completely, but because book 2 leaves off at a huge cliffhanger, I was like, must read book 3 right now. Okay, so I pulled out book 3 immediately. I'm loving it. I'm not very far. I'm like, this is the beginning. From the beginning, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. It's so complicated. There's so many things going on. I love it. That's not the consensus on Reddit. So I feel like I'm the odd one out. If you have read these, what are your thoughts? I feel like in this book, finally, the beginning of the book is good. Finally. Will report back when I'm done. But the first 2 are a little bit of a grind. Didn't grip me, didn't snare me like the others. And also I'll be done with this one quite soon, so I'm gonna need a book rec here in about a minute. I appreciate you fellow book lovers, and I'll see you on the flip flop.